Vicki here. So today we're going to talk about my plans for spring cleaning. Now I know that not everybody does spring cleaning, but I do not do a particularly good job of cleaning throughout the year, things that aren't cleaned on a daily basis, if that makes sense. Like if it's something that needs to be done quarterly or every 6 months or maybe even monthly, I'm not the best at doing it on those schedules. So for me, spring cleaning is a time where I can kind of guarantee that those things will get done. Now, one thing I want to say before we look at these lists is I do not do this in one weekend, in one day, in one afternoon. Maybe not even over several weeks. Honestly, in this time of my life, it will probably take me from now to July to get this stuff done. And that's okay, because as long as it gets done, to me, it doesn't really matter how long it takes. Because I know that, say my spring cleaning takes me kind of 3 months to get through this year. Next year, at least I know it's been done in the last year, right? So that's my personal opinion on this list. There's a lot of things on it, so I kind of broke it down by room in terms of what I'm going to work on. Laundry is where we're going to start because it's a place where I spend a lot of time. So in our laundry room, I need to clean the machines that clean for me. This is the common theme. I need to clean the inside of my washer, but also the exterior of the washing machine. And that would include moving it to clean underneath it and vacuuming it really well behind and around that area. Because lint does kind of get all over the laundry room despite my best efforts. Do I do this more often than once a year? Yes, but it's part of my spring cleaning list. Same thing for the dryer. I'm going to clean it inside and outside, paying close attention to vacuuming out the lint trap itself to see, what lint has kind of gotten lost or shoved deep in there throughout the year. I'm also going to move it to get underneath it and behind it. I do need to have my dryer vent cleaned. This is not something I'm going to be doing myself. The positioning of our dryer vent makes it a little impossible for me to clean it, just me. I have had places I've lived in the past where it was possible for me to clean it, but that's just not where we are right now. So I will have to hire someone for that, but it does need to be done once a year. I'm also going to generally dust the entire laundry room, and there's a shelf that sits above my washer and dryer that I need to organize. I have kind of a philosophy with spring cleaning to throw away or donate the things that we do not use. So that's a kind of common theme as we go room to room. But if it is in good condition and it can be donated, I will. Half-used cleaning products, which is likely what's on that shelf, cannot be donated. There's just some cleaning products that over time I've stopped using for various reasons, and I held on to them because cleaning products are kind of expensive, but I am never going to use them, so I'm gonna just throw them away. And then in that room too, I'm going to wipe down the walls. This could be dusting or places where there's little sticky handprints. I will wash the walls and dust the baseboards. Finally, I will be mopping in that room. I know there's definitely some laundry detergent that's spilled on the floor in there. So need to mop and then restock any cleaning supplies that I actually do use. And that's what's on the laundry list. I write these lists down so that I can physically pin this to the wall in that room. that is how I deal with this. I find it very satisfying to check things off a list. So I write it down, pin it up so I see it and am reminded of it, and then check it off as we complete it. In our bedrooms, I will be dusting thoroughly. This does include the walls, the ceiling fans, the baseboards, the windows, the blinds, the hard surfaces, meaning dressers and end tables. Everything needs to be dusted in there. Dusting is something I'm very bad at doing on a regular basis. So this might be the only time this year it gets done. I do need to wash the windows, at least on the inside. I don't think I have stains on the blinds in any of the bedrooms that need to be washed off, but if dusting doesn't get something, I will have to wash those too. And then I will be sort of cleaning the bed itself. For me, this is just going to be vacuuming the mattress for dust and also cleaning underneath the bed, which could have toys or clothes or who knows underneath there, but we'll clean all that out. The last sort of cleaning thing in the bedrooms is I do need to organize the side tables that we have, the bedside tables. Most things in our house that have drawers tend to be a collecting area for stuff, which could include literal trash. So I will be throwing out any trash that I find and cleaning up and organizing those side tables. Now there's some things that aren't really directly related to cleaning that I have on my spring cleaning list for the bedrooms. And that does include going through the closets and dressers and assessing the clothes. Clothes that no longer fit but are in good condition need to be donated. Clothes that fit well and are loved but are damaged need to be repaired. Clothes that do not fit or are not loved and they are damaged or stained or otherwise cannot be donated, need to be thrown away. This is something we will do for every member of my house just to make sure we're not holding on to something that serves no purpose. If it is something that I have not worn in years, it does not need to stay in my closet. Now, that said, there are some things that I keep that have a very specific purpose, like a pretty itchy and uncomfortable black dress that I keep in the event I need to go to a funeral. That I will continue to keep despite the fact that I do not like that dress. So it is possible there will be some things like that, but those are much smaller than just, my kids are now a year older, last year's clothes don't fit. They need to find new homes. And repairing clothes that are loved is part of that, if I didn't mention it before. I'm not a seamstress, but I do try. And so if it is possible for me to fix it, I will attempt to do so. I also will be replacing clothes as needed, particularly for the kids. There's going to be some seasonal items that we need to purchase, things like a swimsuit, short sleeve shirts, shorts, those types of things I might need to get. We'll just assess when we are assessing the clothes in their rooms. And then I also need to assess the toys. Broken toys have no place in my house. Broken toys will be discarded. Toys that are no longer being played with. My kids have outgrown them, or they were just a swing and a miss from the start. Those toys need to be encouraged to be donated. I don't take my kids' toys in the night and drop them off at the donation center, but I do try to work with them periodically throughout the year to let go of things. We will look through and say, hey, what toys can we give away to baby whoever, or what toys can we, you know, give to X friend or something like that, so that the kids can get in the habit of letting things go when they no longer cherish them. But it is a struggle. My kids are little, so we will try. We will see what they are willing to part with, and kind of go from there. But I do think there will be things they are willing to give up. And we do this several times a year, so that is something we need to do. And then the last thing on the bedroom list is to replace the light bulbs that have burnt out. And that's really something I'll be doing throughout the house, even if I have forgotten to write it down on other rooms. Because what I tend to do, especially with that chore, is take the big box of light bulbs and the ladder and go everywhere all at once for all the different places that need it. So the fact that it may only exist on this list is absolutely fine. All right. We're gonna skip the bathroom for now because the bathroom and the kitchen have the most tasks because they tend to be the dirtiest. Office. We have a little office that's got a computer in it and paperwork. Every household has various paperworks. I need to go through our filing cabinet and shred all of the documents that we no longer need, and then organize back in anything that I've just kind of stuck in a pile and let be for the last year. I also need to dust everything in the office. Now, this is not the same, I guess in some ways it is the same dusting that I am doing in the other rooms, but it also more so because of the electronics. So I will be getting like canned air, dusting out my PC, my keyboard, you know, things that are not present in other rooms, but it still needs to be thoroughly cleaned using proper stuff. I will also, in this room, be assessing the desks, desk drawers in particular. As with all rooms with drawers in our house, the drawers tend to collect things, and these are no different. So I need to kind of organize what's in those drawers. I don't think there is any trash in them, but if so, of course, I'll be throwing that out. But like that room particularly probably has pens that have run out of ink, or markers that ran out of ink, or other, you know, things like that, which just need to go on their own way. I will also be cleaning the hard surfaces themselves, you know, desktops, shelving. I have some artwork in there that I will also need to dust and sort of clean off gently. And I will need to clean my computer monitor as well. So just kind of getting all of that clean in the once a year. Another task that I have for this year's spring cleaning, but probably wouldn't be an every year spring cleaning, is the ear part that goes on my headset started peeling, so I want to try to assess that, fix it. My current thought is I can sew a little cloth something over the ear things, so that at least as it peels, it doesn't peel off into my hair anymore, but we'll see. We already talked about dusting. If there's windows in there, I'll be cleaning those too, and the blinds, and dusting the baseboards. I definitely have to wash the lower part of the walls in that room from little handprints. So we'll be doing that too. That's the office. All right, in the living room, I need to clean and assess the toy situation. So again, throwing away broken toys, donating unloved toys with permission. I do need to vacuum our couches. We snack in the living room, and yeah, who knows what I might find in those cushions. So they definitely need to be vacuumed. And I will be going through with my spot cleaner just to, you know, get any major spills and stuff off. I am not the person who thinks that my furniture needs to be pristine, but I do want to take care of it in terms of longevity. So, you know, the Kool-Aid or whatever that's spilt on the arm of the couch, I want to clean up because I want this couch to last us for another 10 years. And I don't want to look at Kool-Aid for 10 years. Now, I will not be cleaning the entire fabric on the whole couch. I will just be spot treating the areas that need it. All right. We also have a bookshelf that's got board games and video games and movies and things on it. So I need to clean that and organize it a little better. The living room also has side tables with drawers. They're getting the same treatment as the ones in the bedroom, cleaning them off, organizing it, throwing away any trash. I do need to clean or dust the TV and fetch these stuffed animals that were thrown behind the TV and have lived there ever since they landed there. This room also has a ceiling fan, so I'll be dusting that and cleaning it off. I also do need to test my fire alarms and replace the batteries. This is another one of those tasks that exists on this list, but at that time I would do it for the whole house. I definitely need to wash the walls in this room, not just dust them, and that would include the baseboards in here as well. Generally, another item that kind of just exists on this list maybe is I need to vacuum and mop the whole house. That is something I do not have a huge issue doing more than once a year. That is something that happens regularly, but it will definitely be happening with spring cleaning because as we dust each room, that dust falls and I will be immediately cleaning that up just so we have that fresh start. So that's the living room. All right, bathroom. Let's talk. So in the bathroom, I will be cleaning the sink. And this is not just like surface cleaning, although that is part of it. I do need to clean the drain itself and the spigot or spout or faucet. The place where the water comes out, I need to clean that. I will likely tie a little zip top bag with vinegar over that just to let it dissolve any buildup from where the water comes out. And then I will also look to re-caulk the sink if it needs it. We only moved into this house last summer, so it might not need to be re-caulked. That's okay. It's on the list to be evaluated. The sink sits on top of a cabinet, so I do need to clean the surface of that cabinet, dust or clean the inside, and organize anything, as well as look at the sort of expiration date of various products and throw away any that have expired. We do not, cannot, would not donate any partially used cleaning or toiletries. So if it has expired, it will just be thrown away. Then I do need to, on the topic of the cabinet sink situation, I need to reseal the countertop. So I'll be doing that. Then I need to deep clean the toilet, which will be so fun. And this is not just cleaning the surface, cleaning the inside with the toilet bowl cleaner. This is much more detailed than that. So I'll take off the toilet seat to clean underneath it, clean the seat more thoroughly. If the seat needs it, I will replace it. If there is a toilet seat that is broken, it needs to be replaced, but if it is not able to be cleaned, it will also be replaced. I also will be cleaning the wall behind the toilet, the floor around the toilet, just anywhere in, under, around, everything. Deep clean. Deep clean. I actually plan on using an enzyme-based cleaner for this. I have already tested with Nature's Miracle as a spray, sort of the floor and the wall, the baseboard, to see if it would leave any staining or damage, and it looked to be fine, so that's my current plan. But I want to use a cleaner that is specifically designed to eat or break down the types of things that would be around the toilet. Okay. In that room, I will be scrubbing the floor, so I won't just be mopping it. I will really be getting in there with a little hand brush and cleaner. And of course, cleaning the tub or shower in the bathroom. This would include the shower head, the faucet, the drain, just really making sure that we have cleaned everything as thoroughly as possible. We do like to pour bubble bath on top of the faucet sometimes, so that needs to be deep cleaned as well to make sure that we're not running into any issues switching from the faucet tub to the shower, that is still working. The bathroom does have a fan, so I need to dust that, make sure it's still in good working order, clean the window, replace shower curtains, refill the soap, restock toiletries, dust the baseboards, which will probably be handled while I'm scrubbing, but just in case. And I would wipe down the entire walls, but particularly behind the toilet. But wipe everything down for little fingerprints. So that's my plan for the bathroom. Kitchen. Talking about the kitchen. The kitchen gets 2 pages because I spend a lot of time in there. It gets dirty. And there's a lot of things that need detailed or special cleaning. So first thing in the kitchen in terms of my spring cleaning is I will be cleaning all of my cooking or cleaning machines. All of my appliances need to be cleaned. So this does include the inside and the outside of these machines. If I can move them, I will, so I can clean under, behind, and around. And those machines include the oven, the dishwasher, the microwave, the chest freezer, the refrigerator, and my Keurig, my coffee pot. Now my coffee maker, I do clean the outside of fairly often, but this would be more for the inside workings of it. Like other rooms in the house, the kitchen collects things. And if there are things that I have not used in a year that are broken or that don't have sort of a foreseeable purpose in the kitchen, I need to take those out and donate them or throw them away. This could be things like I'm holding on to extra food storage containers, even though I already have 2 whole new sets that I got at Christmas time. Probably don't need both of these, and I can let the old ones go. I also have a disposal in the sink, so I need to clean that. Kind of forgot about that until just revisiting my list. But I also need to deep clean the sink in sort of the same way that I am deep cleaning the sinks in the bathroom. So cleaning the thing where the water comes out, the water sprayer, the drain, and looking to see if any recalking is going to be necessary. If you have watched some of my videos that are in the kitchen, you may have noticed that I've got blue painter's tape on most of the kitchen cabinets. We did this when we moved in to help us remember where we had put different things, because it was a new kitchen, new organizational system. And we like the labels, which we've never used like labels before. We like that, but I don't want painter's tape to live forever, so I'm gonna paint those words as to what's inside that cabinet on the cabinet fronts. That is a very me-specific task, but it's something I want to do as part of our spring cleaning. I do have extra paint that we used last summer. So I want to do that. Now, speaking of the cabinets, I do need to clean these. That will include sort of dusting and wiping down the insides, and organizing if needed, as well as dusting the top of the cabinets. There's like a foot gap between my ceiling and the start of the cabinets for reasons, because it's totally useless space. It's just collecting dust, but I will need to dust it. And then the cabinet fronts, some of them are not dirty at all. I can probably just dust it and move on, but particularly the ones above the stove get very greasy. I've already cleaned them several times, but I definitely need to do a deeper, more thorough version of that as part of spring cleaning. All right. I also need to organize the pantry. It's on the list. Now this I kind of did a couple weeks ago, or not a couple, last weekend. I did a bigger grocery kind of restock, and as part of that, I needed a place to put all of my new things. So I took out all of the items from the food side of the pantry, looked at their expiration dates, threw out the food that had expired, and then put everything back nice and neat and organized. I need to do something similar with the other side of the pantry, which is mostly cleaning items or storage bags, just random stuff. So need to organize that. And clean the pantry shelves, which is something I haven't done at all. I think I can just dust them. I don't think anything has really spilt. All right. That was page 1. Page 2 of the kitchen. I do want to scrub the floors in there. Not that I don't like mop the floors, but it's a high traffic area. There's a lot of stuff that gets spilt on the floors, and I just want to do a really thorough job with that. Also, when they built the house, they put like caulk around the floor at the baseboards everywhere except in the kitchen. So if I'm feeling extra industrious, I might finish that out just so that it all is the same. We already talked about cleaning the Keurig and the fridge. There is a window and blinds in the kitchen. I need to be more thorough in my cleaning of that because the blinds get splatter from where I'm washing dishes. There's also a grease trap under the microwave. The microwave is the fan, the exhaust fan for the kitchen. So I need to take that filter off the bottom of the microwave and clean it and put it back. I also need to clean the trash can thoroughly, and if needed, add new deodorizing stuff to the bottom. Then refill the soaps, restock any of the cleaning supplies. Oh, this is a big one. I will need to clean the deep freezer. So in order to do that, I will actually need to have relatively few frozen goods so that they can all fit in the bottom of my fridge, in the freezer there. And then I will what's the word? It might just be thaw. I need to thaw the deep freezer and, de-ice. Is that right? I don't know. Anywho, it's a button and it's got a drain, and then you can just dump the water out and clean the inside, put the drain back together, plug it back up, and it will keep doing its job. This is not something I do outside of spring cleaning, for sure. Don't do this. And it might be something that is difficult to achieve for spring cleaning because we freeze so much stuff for later use. We kind of constantly have things going in and out of the deep freezer and the freezer. So I don't know. But I know it needs to be done. It just might not happen. Just might not. And that's okay. Because it is what it is. Lastly, I've got rugs in the kitchen. Need to clean those. So That's the kitchen list. And then the last list here is for hired services. So we already talked about the dryer vent. I cannot do that myself. We'll need to hire someone. Also, my water heater needs some sort of maintenance. I don't know what to do with that. We'll be hiring somebody. The gutters on the exterior of the home do need to be cleaned, and the exterior needs to be cleaned as well. Now, I think I might be able to handle the exterior. I know there are some, products that you can kind of hook up to just your garden hose. I don't know. The short answer is I don't know. So I might just get a quote. The companies that clean the gutters probably have other exterior cleaning services, and we can shop around. But that is something I do need to do. I might be able to do part of it myself. I do not go on roofs. I do not do roofs. I do not do roofs. So the gutters will be cleaned by someone else. Then our minivan needs some help. So I can clean it, and I can do a deep clean on the minivan. This is something I do once or twice a year. Take out all the trash, vacuum it, take out the car seats, clean the upholstery, clean the car seats, organize the, glove box, and put everything back. This is something I can do. I can wash the outside, okay? But what I can't do, what I will have to hire someone for, is the maintenance. So there is maintenance that's supposed to happen either on a time basis, like every 3 months you're supposed to do something, or by mileage, this mileage, you're supposed to do whatever. I am not good at doing those things on schedule. So during spring cleaning is a good time to plan for maintenance of the van, and that will include scheduling a time to take it to the dealership for all of those recommended mileage things. If I do this once a year, it is a lot more manageable than if I forget for several years. So yes, I know I should have been more on top of this, but whatever, here we are. So there's definitely some van maintenance items that I need to take it in for, and that's obviously outside of my skill set. So those are the hired services, and that's my spring cleaning list. If there are things that you would recommend that I have added to this list that I don't already have on this list, let me know. If you found this discussion to be helpful, let me know. And otherwise, wish me luck until next time. Bye.